Yeah.
So, I mean, why don't we move into something that GS1 is really known for, that something that you've talked about, the UPCs, the barcodes. Can you maybe talk a little bit more about Sunrise 2027 as far as, GS1's transition from 1D into 2D barcodes?
Absolutely. Now, so GS1 barcodes are scanned over 10 billion times per day. That's more than hits go to the Google page, right? That's about 8.5 billion, right? And so that's really indicative of like the volume of this thing that's occurring in the background, right? And so these barcodes convey product information, they'll convey shipment information or other types of categories of information. And of course, they enable this automated data capture that is mistake proof, right? And it's really the backbone of logistics and inventory management. Now, GS1 standards are broken into the categories of identification, capture, and share. So the barcode is really the capture layer, one of several technologies, another technology being RFID, for capturing data, identity data, if you will. And in the parlance of GS1 communication, there's the term application identifiers. And what that refers to is like this language of core elements such as a batch or lot, or an expiration date or something like that. Those would be these application identifiers giving this common language for business. And if we think about when we, speaking strictly about barcodes, when we put that data onto a product, when a manufacturer encodes that data into a barcode, it's almost like a blockchain in my mind, almost like because there's this immutable physical label that cannot be altered, that's created at the point of manufacture and accompanies the product. So whoever's in front of that product gets this core information, if you will. So GS1's transition is transitioning from 1D barcodes to 2D barcodes. Why is that? Because there's a demand for more data, right? More than just a product identity, but additional information. And so Sunrise 2027 is about enabling the point of sale scanning of 2D barcodes. And it starts with that scanning capability. Just the very, very first step is saying, all right, I have a 2D barcode. Will it still be at checkout like a 1D? Yes, right? And so that's the first step. But then you expand upon that and you add those rich sets of data. So for example, when you go to a grocery store and you want to buy something, let's say it's out of date or it's recalled, the grocery store scanner will say, you can't buy this, right? It'll stop you from buying something that would be dangerous to you or that you shouldn't get, right? And so encoding that information into the 2D barcode offers not only that, but a whole wide variety of use cases, right? So now I can connect to the web. So I could have a QR code on a product. I use it at point of sale. I use it, let's say there's a recall alert, and I can go to my refrigerator and scan it with my phone and say, hey, is this being recalled?
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
So this is going to be for the consumer as well. Like they'll be able to scan these and glean a ton of information.
It's totally amazing, Jared, where we're going with regards to the relationship between consumers and their products. And that's just the excitement of moving into this. It's a technology that's been there for a while, 2D barcodes, right? But connecting that in a systemic way, serializing products and connecting consumers to rich experiences is really a tremendous step forward.